As Deadpool was traveling on a plane, he thought to himself that he'd been spoiling himself too much with all that cash. However, the only thing he cannot buy with money is sleep. Meanwhile, Ultimatum has devised a strategy to get rid of Deadpool. With no other option left, they attacked his family. The Ultimatum soldiers had surrounded Emily's entire house. However, they soon realized that something was off. Some of them got stuck in a green flame circle. Meanwhile, others were attacked by a skeleton army created by Michael the Necromancer in the backyard. He told Franklin to get inside as he will handle the rest of the soldiers. Despite all this, some of them did manage to break into the house and threaten Emily and the others. However, they got saved by Franklin, who had possessed the body of a soldier and shot the rest of them. After reaching the basement safely, Emily called Atsid to confirm his position. Atsid had managed to get rid of all the Ultimatum soldiers who were heading towards Emily's house, but he got shot in the process and died on the spot. One of the soldiers told Carl that Emily and the others have managed to evacuate, so he ordered them to burn down the house. He was sure that Deadpool will attack them like a wild animal to get revenge. In the midst of all this, Deadpool called Emily to ask if everyone had managed to make it out alive. Emily told him that S.H.I.E.L.D. had gathered info regarding this incident and will formulate a strategy to counterattack. Deadpool, on the other hand, was furious and told her that he will contact them when everything is done. With this, it was time for revenge. Deadpool kidnapped a guy named Tall John and faked his death using his own car. He guaranteed his safety and offered him loads of money to hack the database of Ultimatum. Following this, Deadpool infiltrated Ultimatum's base as Mayor Wilson and stole an entire truck of heavy weapons. After all this preparation, it was time for choosing the perfect battlefield. For this, he bought a rundown farm from an old man. Now it was time to reveal his position to Ultimatum. He did this by murdering some Ultimatum members and carving the coordinated using their blood. Carl immediately realized this and ordered a full-fledged attack on Deadpool. Deadpool, on the other hand, managed to hijack some armed Predator drones from the US Air Force. He realized that he went overboard with some things like destroying the Ultimatum helicarrier and killing everyone inside. But this is the price they have to pay for messing with him and his family. Carl thought that he had completely surrounded Deadpool with all these tanks and helicopters. However, Deadpool had a huge trick up his sleeve. With Tall John's help, he blew up the tanks with missiles, stating that he loves the smell of Berra in the morning. He also absolutely obliterated Ultimatum's entire army with missiles and electromagnetic pulse generators. Following this, the soldiers thought that Deadpool was out of missiles and they could attack him, but they were absolutely wrong. He still had those weapons he had stolen from the Ultimatum base. With them, he massacred all of the soldiers, including some grannies and old men who were after his head, as Carl had put a huge-ass bounty on his head. Following all this, he encountered Carl on the battlefield, who begged him for mercy. However, being the type of person he is, Deadpool drilled a hole in his face with a gun. Now for the finale, he used a flamethrower to burn the rest of the soldiers. With this, Wade Wilson's life as Deadpool was over, as he decided to give up being a weird man in a suit and live a normal life with his family and friends. 6 days later, Wade hosted a huge party for his friends and family on a stolen yacht. He apologized for everything and the things all of them had to go through because of him. However, none of them had ever felt this way, and this made him happy. Emily told Wade to close his eyes and feel the warmth of love. As he closed his eyes, he realized that he could actually feel the warmth. But it was increasing for some reason. When he opened his eyes, all he could see was a huge fireball that obliterated all of them and destroyed the entire Earth. With this, Deadpool's journey in this world ended. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel.